Okay, everybody, welcome back to the show. Again, apologies for the iPhone video here. Camera, the SD cards, as it turns out, are not in my possession, so I can't actually film on a real camera. But hey, the message is the message regardless. So today we're going to talk about going back to some basics and some fundamentals, and speaking largely to our sort of 1911 syndicate crowd that may see some of this video. Sometimes I just want to take you back to some core real estate principles so you understand the fundamentals, because sometimes people want to do, spinning 360 dunk shots, and it's like you can't even like dribble the ball. It's like, hey, let's go back to fundamentals here. I understand also that a dunk shot is not a real thing. Please don't judge my lack of basketball knowledge there. Okay, so today we're talking about buyer broker agreements and a little bit of caution that I would tell you as the buyer in terms of signing these. So first, let's define what is a buyer broker agreement. Different states will probably call them different things. In Utah, that's what we call it, a buyer broker agreement. If you're in California, Texas, Maryland, whatever, they might call it something different. It's the same thing. I always refer to it as the Jake's your agent document, right? It's just the piece of paper that we all sign that's basically just clarifying, hey, I'm the one representing you in this deal. Because within every real estate deal, it has to be documented, hey, who is the agent representing which party here? And really, by the time you're submitting offers, you need to have that written. The cautionary portion of the tale is this. Some agents will try to get you to sign these very, very early on in the relationship, and I would not recommend that you do that. There is an appropriate time to do it, and there's a time when I'm like, you haven't really earned it yet, would be the message that I would kind of bring to you. So if you hit up an agent and which better be us, okay? Like if it's not us, man, I'll save that tirade for a different day. But man, when people who I've supported their businesses don't use us for real estate, hot damn, that sends me into a little bit of a, sticky one. But so if you guys need real estate help, let us know anywhere in the US. We'd love to help you. Go to 1911syndicate.com. We've also got it linked below. Send us a message. We're pretty friendly, actually. We just run a tight ship, but we will help you get the real estate help that you need. So let's just say hypothetically you call someone who's not us, and shame on you, and you're like, hey, I need to buy a house, and you get your pre-approval done, and the agent's like, okay, perfect. Before we start doing anything, let's get you to sign some basic paperwork, and one of those things is this buyer broker agreement. Well, that buyer broker agreement attaches you to using that agent. It is a contract that says this person is your agent. Sometimes those contracts can be written for specific addresses where it's like, hey, this is the agent representing you on this address. Most agents are, when they write that agreement, they just fill in some blanks. But when it says, hey, location of where this deal applies to, they'll put any, right? It applies to anything in Utah. Like anywhere in Utah, I'm your agent. That way I don't have to write one of these damn things every time we do a new house and a new offer. So there's no issue with signing these, but when an agent wants you to sign them too soon, it's a little bit of a red flag. The conversation that I like to have with people, and frankly, I don't even really have it that much anymore because I just operate on sort of a trust. Let's both be men and communicate clearly with each other because most of my clients are men. The message is simple. Hey, look, man, there's a buyer broker agreement. It says Jake's your agent. I'm not going to ask you to sign that until I'm actually writing a contract, an offer on a house for you, at which point I need you to sign that per like compliance rules. I'm not going to ask you to sign anything like that in advance. Many agents will. I'm not going to, because if it turns out that I suck at my job, I think you should have the ability to say, hey, look, Jake, this just ain't working out, man. Like, thanks for the help, but we're going to go a different direction. My request to you as the client is if there's ever anything that you're not happy about or you think that I'm like dropping the ball or something, communicate it, right? That way I can try to fix it. And if it can't be fixed, then you can just get rid of me. But some agents will put pressure on people to say, hey, look, I'm not showing you any houses until this is signed. Well, from the buyer's perspective, how do you know if that agent's any good? I mean, what if they just suck and now you're contractually obligated to use them? Or maybe they don't suck, but you're just not compatible. Like you just don't get along. Like I don't like talking to you. Like I don't want to talk about your whatever uninteresting shit you want to talk about. Like, let's talk about guns or something, which is why you call us. You come to Papa when you want to have those conversations. So I would caution you of signing those too soon until someone has sort of proved their worth, and just like, are they compatible with you? Do they seem like they're on top of it? Do you have a hard time getting in touch with them? The answer is yes. Hey, they might not be the agent for you. So don't sign this stuff too soon. If they try to hit you with any like, oh, I can't actually show you any houses until you sign this, that's total garbage. That's BS, and they're lying to you. Okay, so it's like, of course you can. You can do anything you want. So don't sign them too soon. A little bit of a cautionary tale there. Again, let us know if you got any questions. You can comment below. I'll see those comments and get back to you. And then again, let us know if you need help. Real estate all over the place. Talk to you guys soon.